Hello! In this video, I'm going to talk to you about a basic SharePoint need, and that's to print a SharePoint list record. Oddly, in SharePoint, there is no native print capabilities. So if you just want to go to print a record or print out a SharePoint list, there isn't a great way to do that. There aren't any utilities built into the system. In this video, I'm going to show you a template that lets you get a nice output for a single SharePoint list record. And then linked below the video is also a link to another additional print template which lets you print out a SharePoint grid. So you can learn how to do this easily. You just have to apply some easy settings. So now let's get SharePoint smart. Okay, this is the template. It's linked below the video. This is simply called print record, and just as described, it is the purpose of this template to allow you to print out a single SharePoint list record. So when we get done with this, you'll be able to click a print button, it will pull up a view, and then you can just print out a nice view from your browser. Now when you first get to the page, you're going to see a preview of how that print output is going to look. What you see is that there is a title on top, and then you have the left column which has the field labels, and then on the right side is the content. These are the values for each of those SharePoint fields. All of the look and feel of this is configurable. The first thing you can do is check out a couple different theme options, maybe just to get some ideas on how you want things to look. You can adjust the font size and do this in each of the sections of the form to make it look however you want. You can configure the alignment. Depending on what you're doing, you may want to have that look different. All that's configurable through these simple drop downs and color pickers. For our demonstration, I'm just going to go with the first theme. I'm not going to be adjusting the settings for the demonstration. Now towards the bottom of the configuration, that's where you're going to put in your SharePoint fields. So what you need to do is just go to your list and get the fields that you want in your print output. And in my case, I'm just going to use a handful of fields just so we can do the demonstration quickly. You do need to have your view set up in SharePoint, and any columns that you want in your print output need to be shown in the view where you're going to apply this template. The first thing to do is to figure out which column is going to be up on the top. Normally that's going to be the title column. I know in my case I have a title column which I renamed to request. Its internal field is still called title, so notice it prompts you, it says enter title field, and I'm using the SharePoint title column, so I'll just go ahead and put that. And then we'll put a handful of other fields for our demonstration. So I have a people field named requester, and then I also have some text fields. So let's put those in. I want to show status in my printout, and I want the request date. Whoops. And then I can even do images. So I have a image column. There is a note, and you do want to read those notes carefully. There's some special things to be aware of when it comes to doing these print templates. And if you do have an image column where you want to bring in that, you need to prefix the column name. So my column name is called screenshot, and I need to tell this template tool that I have this special column. So you have to prefix it with IMG in all capital letters. If you're not sure about this, just read the notes in the bottom. It tells you exactly what to do. So I put IMG in capital letters and then the actual name of my SharePoint field, and that's pretty much it. I'm ready to copy my template over to SharePoint. So I just click this button, follow the instructions in the dialog, and then I can go back over to SharePoint, and now I'm ready to format the current view, and I can go to advanced mode and select all and paste, and there we go. So now we've got everything from my view. Alright, so let's go to the next part. This has to do with setting up a button to this. I don't want to print everything all in a row. I'm trying to get it set up where I can print an individual record. And there is an additional template which you want to use in combination with this template to set this up. What we're looking for is a view where I'm going to be able to click on a button that says print, and that's going to take me to the view where I can do the browser print. So this is the result that I'm looking for. So if I go in here and do print next to one of these records, it'll jump to this view and I can just do it from there, just for the individual record. So the name of that template is the card link template. It sets up a button and I can control the button text and I can put print, and that is exactly the way that you'll set this up. So that's how I'm set up and ready to go, and then that way I can go to the individual records. Now once I'm in that view, I can go ahead and just invoke the browser print command. I'm on a Windows computer, so I use the control button and just do Control P, and then I can either print from the dialog, and I can adjust the settings. Normally just your default settings are fine. One thing you do want to make sure you do is include background graphics, so that that's in the print output. And at that point you can go either directly to the printer, or if you prefer you can go ahead and save that as a PDF. If you want PDF output that you can go ahead and send to somebody if you're just looking to get a file output from that. So that's pretty much it. You can find this template at the link below. You can configure the settings to control the column widths. You can control the padding, the borders, the colors, the font. Everything about the look and feel of this is completely configurable, and now you can have a nice single record print output from your SharePoint list records. So that's pretty much everything you need to know. You can just follow the link. Now this is part of the subscription templates at SharePointDashboards.com, and there are more than 150 templates available. If you're new to this tool, you can sign up for 21 free templates, and those are unlimited. You can use those 21 free templates as much as you want, and then if you want to go on and take advantage of all these other cool formatting options, you can consider signing up for the subscription. The 2 print templates are linked below the video. There's one in a previous video, which is the grid print template. This template is for printing a single SharePoint list record into a nice formatted table. So I hope you found that interesting, and good luck.